The modern world is not built to make you peaceful. It is built to keep you stimulated, distracted, and emotionally reactive. Noise everywhere, urgency everywhere, comparison everywhere. And if you are not careful, that becomes your normal. Most people are not mentally weak by nature. They are being trained that way every day. Their attention is stolen, their focus is fractured, and their peace is drained by things that never deserved that much power. Stoicism begins with seeing this clearly, because if you do not control your mind, the modern world will control it for you. That is the hidden cost of living overstimulated. You stop leading your life and start being led by pressure. Transition, and that is exactly why Stoicism matters. Now, more than ever, Stoicism is not coldness. It is not pretending you do not feel anything. It is disciplined awareness. It means you are still human, still emotional, still alive, but you refuse to let impulse run your life. The Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus, were not trying to escape reality. They were trying to meet it with clarity. That is the difference between reaction and control, between noise and silence, between impulse and principle. Modern life rewards people who react fast. Stoicism teaches you to respond well. It is not a philosophy of detachment from life. It is a philosophy of living well inside it. And once you understand that, one question becomes the center of everything. Transition. That question is simple, but it cuts deeper than most people expect. Before the Stoics acted, they asked one question: is this within my control? That question cuts through more mental chaos than most people realize. It exposes overthinking. It dissolves resentment. It stops you from wasting energy on people, outcomes, and events you were never meant to command, because a heavy mind is often a mind fighting reality. And the moment you stop fighting what cannot be changed, life becomes lighter. Emotional noise says, this should be different. Inner command says, what is mine to govern? That is the reset. That is the filter. And if you keep giving your energy to what you cannot control, you will keep losing peace you could have kept. Once you learn this, the next challenge is not the world, it is your emotions. Transition, because control means nothing if your emotions still control you. Stoicism does not ask you to kill your emotions. It asks you to stop obeying them blindly. Stress will come, anger will come, disappointment, fear, insecurity. All of it is part of being human. But a feeling is not always a command. The Stoic response is simple. Observe it, question it, then choose your action with discipline. That is the difference between reaction and wisdom, between weakness and self-command. Psychologically, this matters because feelings are real, but they are not always reliable instructions. You can feel afraid and still move with courage. You can feel angry and still respond with restraint. What separates the calm from the chaotic is not the absence of emotion. It is mastery over it, and in modern life, that mastery becomes your boundary. Transition, because once your emotions are in order, you must protect them from the noise around you. Modern Stoicism is not just about thoughts. It is about boundaries. With your phone, with social media, with toxic people, with constant comparison, with the pressure to be available, agreeable, and always on. If you do not govern your attention, something else will. If you do not choose who gets access to your mind, the world will choose for you. This is where approval and self-respect split apart. Distraction pulls you outward. Presence brings you back to yourself. Most people do not lose their peace in one dramatic moment. They leak it every day through endless scrolling, weak boundaries, and automatic yeses to everyone's agenda. Modern living requires deliberate restraint, because the hidden cost of ignoring this is not just stress, It is a life spent reacting to things that were never worth your energy. Transition, and the way out, is not complicated. It is built through daily practice. Stoicism becomes real through daily practice. Not inspiration, not mood, practice. Start your morning with reflection. Ask what kind of person you want to be before the world starts pulling at you. Choose discomfort on purpose, because strength grows where ease ends. Keep the promises you make to yourself, even the small ones, because identity is built through repetition. Slow down before you react. Create space between pressure and response. This is where performance and authenticity separate. Performance wants to look disciplined. Authenticity actually is disciplined, and impulse always asks, what feels good now? While discipline asks, who am I becoming? That is the code. The smallest disciplined acts do not look impressive in the moment, but they become the foundation of a stronger life. Transition, and when those habits become part of you, your identity changes in ways people can feel. This is the payoff of Stoicism, not a smaller life, but a clearer one. You stop trying to control everything because you finally understand that real power starts within. Weak people chase control over the world. Strong people govern themselves, and that changes your whole identity. You become calmer, less reactive, more focused, and harder to shake. You no longer need chaos to feel alive. You no longer need noise to feel important. You move with quiet confidence because your life is no longer ruled by impulse or pressure. It is guided by wisdom, discipline, and self-respect. That is what modern living looks like when Stoicism is applied correctly. If this gave you clarity, reflect on what you need to release. Comment with the Stoic principle that hit you most, and continue into the next lesson on discipline, emotional control, or self-mastery.